What up, what up, what up, though, YouTube, man? You already know what it is. It's your boy. It's Surso. It's Surso. It's Surso. Fly. Anyway, this is my itineration of what the Kobe's, the blue pair, at least the blue pair. I'm gonna go create the orange pair. But as of right now, I just won my first playoff game. And it's time to go get another one, man. We're gonna do this journey right now through the playoffs together. Check the drip. There's my other Kobe's. These my Kobe sixes right here, man. Big drip. You already see what time it is.
Got the momentum. Let's keep it going.
Google Therapy bought this ad to give you a minute to begin for two. For two. Just right? 69% of better health members reported feeling less anxious for 6 months.
It's that shit in the air.
Seconds of self-care. Imagine what more can do. Manage the stress. Visit betterhelp.com/Spotify Music today for 10% off your first month. That's better.
Thank you.
I'm gonna check it.
All right, they better know that. Dang, imagine her fat ass when she start to eat. No, Monty.
She was gonna be able to.
I'm just saying. I'm saying when we all sitting around eating. No, I'm just saying, it doesn't matter a whole other portion of food. Yeah, a whole other portion of food.
I have to get 2 boxes back instead of so they have the family pack.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that one box. Not gonna be a second.
Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Melton in at the 2 spot. And for Atlanta, in the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Young. And it's Shea in at the 3 spot. You look at Atlanta. Even though they start this series in a hole, Greg, it wasn't entirely unexpected, but now at home, they have to put a W on the board.
And you know, Kevin, I look for them to be more comfortable here tonight. You often shoot better at home. Sometimes role players produce more at home. It's an environment and a crowd filled with energy that you're used to.
Here's Atlanta now. Young pass to Okongwu. Count the basket.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Here's May. Pulls up on the wing to score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Young finds Johnson. Now, Shea. Okongwu with a screen on Johnson. Poked away, and so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Shot clock at 6. Caldwell-Pope pass to Okongwu. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Riza with it. And it's Melton with the rebound. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And Mays gets it to go.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Young from outside. Rebounded by the Nets. It was a big win for them, coming off Tuesday's match.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And they were just draining it from outside. A great team shooting performance.
Here's Young. Pass to Caldwell Pope. A 3-ball. And Young with the basket on the assist by Caldwell Pope.
Well, Young's got the green light off the catch there and everywhere else.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Mays. Plays it up and makes it in. Mays has got 8 points. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. It's a 3-point game. Now Okongwu. Pass to Johnson. Riza with it. Fires from deep. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Mays. Defended by Young. Again, the Nets for 2.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
The Hawks trail by 5. Out to the right wing. Johnson outside. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Young's shot is good.
Well, that one from mid-range. Young's got a quick release.
Here's Mays. A strong finish with 2 hands.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Here's Young. He takes it in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, look, because of his shooting ability, you have to get up on Young, but then that makes it even easier for him to blow by you.
Here's Mays, defended by Young, and Mays gets it to go.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
for Atlanta. They've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Johnson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Rizichet. A three-pointer off the mark. Nets leading by 5. Here's May. 14 points for him. Going inside, and he jams it with authority.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. And that one's good. Rizichet.
Well, look, he's struggled so far, but maybe that basket is all he needs to get going.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Good substitution here for Brooklyn. Sharp checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Bogdanovich comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Wilson, he's checked in for Johnson. And Thomas subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Mays passes to Thomas. Here's Mays. 16 points for him. There's the drive.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Bufkin. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Sharp. Nets leading by 6. Here's Mays. 18 points for him. Outside Wilson. Pocket 6. And good. The three-point shot good from Shake and Bake. Mays has got 21 in the game. There's a minute left in the first. Pass to Bufkin. Outside Matthews. Johnson with a screen on tops. Matthews no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Here's Bufkin. Still yet to score. Pass to Matthews. Shot to stop the run. Hits it from three-point range. Here's Mays. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the first. Feet away. No good on that one.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
They've got Rizichet. Larry Nance out there with Matthews. And it's Ronnie in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, shake and bake in the last matchup against the Hawks got the job done. He finished with 66 points and did so at a very efficient rate, playing within the flow of the offense. The level he played at in that one was incredible. He always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Down low. And it's Risacher missing.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Matthews passes to Roddy. Back to Matthews. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
The Atlanta shooting their first free throws of this game.
2 shots.
Free throw, good. Matthews. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Sharp, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Wilson. Both free throws good for Matthews.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Mays. Rebound by the Hawks.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Risacher wide open. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Hawks trail by 17. Matthews sets a screen for Risacher. Cloak loose. Pass to Roddy. And a miss there on the triple.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball, and it's blocked. Risacher with it. To the wing on the left. In transition, here come the Nets. Goes down off the coast-to-coast drive.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
Pass to Roddy. From deep. Tallis grabs the rebound. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Mays. Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Move. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. So for the Nets, Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Bogdanovich, and it's Johnson in for Cameron Thomas. And he sinks the second. And Atlanta has possession. Young dishes to Caldwell Pope. To the middle. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by Claxton. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 13-4 run. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Young with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Johnson wide open. He fires. Here's Okongwu. It's good. Okongwu's now got his second bucket of the game to go.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Just climbing the ladder for that 360. Stupendous hop.
Yeah, Greg, he was sky high on that finish. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Got a piece of it. And taken away by Johnson. For Brooklyn, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Mays.
The first free throw is good.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
And the Hawks making a change here. Reza Shea checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Connie's checked in. And it's Williams in for D'Anthony Melton. Got a hand on it. Here's Mays. Covered by Johnson. And it's Mays missing. Atlanta's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Young. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Young's got 9.
Well, that is some slick dribbling there from Young. This guy beats you in so many different ways.
Here's Mays. Defended by Young.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Caldwell Pope passes to Johnson. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. From the arc. Johnson with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 20. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Now Johnson. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by the Nets. Mays has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The Hawks shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Reza Shea with it. Here's Caldwell Pope. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Well, I really like Caldwell Pope's shot selection. It's why he holds respectable percentages throughout his career.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Mays. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Mays has got 42 in the game.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Young, good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so it's Brooklyn with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
When you could dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's going to be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
Checking out how the Hawks are. That is more than enough of us. Let's send.
NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. It's been one outstanding game for Shake and Bake.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Well, they've got to build a wall immediately because he'll just keep attacking like that if they don't.
Setting the floor for the Nets. You've got Shake and Bake. Alan Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's D'Anthony Melton. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Up there for Johnson. Hammers the alley through.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
Here's Mays. And he has 42. Pass to Finney-Smith. Johnson for 3. The shot misses. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 13. And they pick up 2. Young's got 13.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Here's Mays. Pass to Finney-Smith. Right wing. Here's Mays. Just 5 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Trae Young. The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Shake and Bake. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Okongwu. Now Johnson. Got a piece of it. Riza with it. 6 on the shot clock. Caldwell Pope pass to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys. Still shaking. Nice move. Takes it inside. And Mays gets it to go.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Johnson outside. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Nets.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Caldwell Pope outside. It's good from long range. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's what Caldwell Pope is out there to do. A terrific shooter from three-point land.
Here's Mays, defended by Young. Mays passes to Finney-Smith. Melton's shot is good. Melton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Mays, covered by Okongwu, and it's Mays missing. Now Riza Young outside, fade away. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Johnson, the pass to Mays. Over in the corner, Claxton. Here's Mays. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And good, he hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
The Hawks trail by 18. Johnson outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
2 chances at the line already, making them both.
By Ananobi, 6 seconds left. Cunningham, head to shoulder 6. Cross.
Tommy's checked in, and Shake and Bake subbed in for Cameron Thomas.
For Cunningham. 2 seconds. 1. Bridges half court.
Okongwu
front of the rim. And that
back to Okongwu.
is the end of the first half. The Pistons
inside.
handled themselves
And Young with the
quite
basket
well.
on the assist by Okongwu.
After the disappointing loss in
15
game
points
one
for Trae
and a
Young.
frustrating
One
fourth
of the
quarter.
elite scorers in this league.
Detroit has got
Trae
them
Young
even
with another big night. He is
5-49 will set it to Atlanta
We've got
coming up. First round
Caldwell
coverage on TNT
Okongwu
presented
is
by
out there
Airball.
with Larry Nance. And it's Young, and it's Johnson in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State
Atlanta's
Farm.
gotten just one
It's
of
like
4
getting
three-pointers to
Bateman.
go down
You
for
need
them here
protection
in the
bad.
fourth.
Easy, big movie, a lot too fast, baby.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth
It's
quarter.
They've shown some strength in the
That's
paint
why.
today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's me.
Do a podcast or something.
Outside Wilson
I've heard both.
launches a three, and the net.
So don't settle for
Another
just any
three.
insurance.
Nice
State
shot
Farm.
from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor,
Hi,
hitting
I'm
them
Jimmy.
up.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Sure, just add it. We'll talk. You take a look at this giant hole. That hole is easier to repair than it looks.
They're trying to stay in it with the triple.
Yeah, let's talk about how to get rid of that spider. Run that at you. Attach the braces to the support beam. Attach what to what? Go back a step. No problem. Let's go back to step 2. We're only at step 3.
Over Young. Again, the net's for 2.
A chewy pharmacy orders on the way for Homer, the homebody who only goes outside when nature calls. So Mom uses Chewy to get us flea and tick meds at a great price, delivered fast, right to their door. For quality meds, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Can we get your cold one? Try one of these. That is the best buffalo wing in the county. You eat buffalo? No, just chicken.
Here's me.
Buffalo. You said it's not buffalo. All right.
Johnson with
Split
the rebound.
spots.
Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. To
Let's
the
go
paint.
celery.
Great. What do you typically offer?
Here's Young.
It's
Rebounded by the
it was
net.
a number.
Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one.
With Indeed, you can avoid awkward salary conversations from the start.
Here's
Oh,
me.
a number.
Sharp with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's me. Off target with his 3. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Spags doesn't help with the express delivery.
That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's me. He's guarded by Johnson. 5 to shoot. Shoots a
What's
fader.
better than a limited time deal?
And
An
it's me.
unlimited
He's
time
missing.
deal. That's why the $5
So it's
piggybacks
Atlanta.
and bacon cheeseburgers is available all the time. It's the best time for fresh animals and meat and having smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. Best deal of all time. Gotta be
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
So
And
bathtubs.
this series has really gone their way.
Yeah, it looks like a sweep
Hey, you
maybe
get water.
in the cards.
Oh,
tonight's
take
win.
it back.
They're
I
going
said
up 3-0,
bagel, not
and
bagel.
This is exactly what they wanted to do.
Carmen's
And
is
one of the
tipping
key
my backyard
components to
tea.
this victory,
Won't you?
if not the
How
biggest,
can you like
was the
lasers?
incredible
Star.
performance for Shake and Bake.
Well, as a
I
coach, it's so
experienced
fun
Carmen
to watch a
and
player
others
dominate the
and
game
be left.
offensively like he did in this
Get
one.
in on the action with the NBA bracket challenge. Pick, watch,
Young against Wilson. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Johnson.
44 minutes in the books.
Young for
As they guard
3. Mays with the rebound.
that tough loss
And here's Brooklyn.
in game 1.
And he drives in. And he goes up strong with
55,
one hand and
49, that
flushes
guy,
it
Kate
down.
Cunningham. What do you think? Best player on the floor so far in this game? He got the best. Best player in the series. Going into the series, he's the best player. He better have a better year than Brunson? Yeah, I do. Wow. Come on. You know I like Brunson. That guy's the best player on the court in the series. 55-49 is your halftime score. How about some American Express teammates score? They're not disrespectful. Brunson missed a lot of the season, too. Cade with 20. The rest of the Detroit starters got 21. And no assists in the first half.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty added to
I'm
that sense
impressed,
of
Chuckster, by Detroit.
Separating the
How
shot
do we
game
get bounced
clock.
back from the team?
Pass to
Well,
Caldwell Pope.
They had to have tremendous confidence going in. I mean, they had to lead. They said it. We had to lead for 3 quarters.
And once again off the
And
mark by Atlanta.
they can't get hit with a 21 over the tip run. but K's playing fantastic. I think he's a little more hip with some of his bets. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s got to give him something. Malik Beast's got to give him something because I think some Timberwolves are good coach.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. With Stan Van Gundy.
MP has put himself among the greats this season.
Right here, breathe it in. So typically, you're saying, okay, you get the front screen. I got to get back because he's going to actually try to post up Brunson. That was been his MO coming into the league. But now, he's coming off this three, shooting three. So that has opened his game up offensively. And right here, this is what I really noticed. He comes in, when he puts that pressure on you, a la Steve Nash used to do, then he doesn't like it, he's still going to run breathe it in. The one thing I noticed is no one said, let's run a play. During stays in what we call a dunker spot. Everyone else is like, oh, he still got it. Let him work. Let him cook. So he gets out here. He's able to get downhill and get fouled because he is an aggressive offensive player right now. So his ability to actually get downhill was what he came into the league with. But the three-point is opening up, and I agree with Chuck. Now he has to facilitate for others as well.
Meantime, the Knicks down 6 to put a late run on there with the 12-4 spurt and make it closer. It's a 6-point game, but half their points coming from the
especially Ken. So take me to the hole that Hobson and shot on him. Fade away off the glass. Right here. Last year, he took it on the fast. Right here, survey the defense. Oh, they're not going to come. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Get off me, little man. Jump hook him to death already. Jump hook him in his face. And right here, the other guy, Brunson. 6'11", 17 points. He's a bulldog there in the paint. Let's see, he's going to mix it up. Shooter going at it. I think he can play him one-on-one to get to the paint. I like the way they play him. Plus the addition of my guy, Mikal Bridges. That's two things I've shot at this game.
question now is, can Detroit bottle this up, take it into the third and fourth quarters?
Well, like I say, Tibbs going to make an adjustment. I think he'll probably start taking the ball out of his hand. That's what I would do. Like, I'm not going to he's pretty much on guard for one-on-one. But then that's going to move up from Hardaway to Harris. These other guys got to pick it up. Tim Hardaway, he's 0 for 3. Beasley's 1 for 3. Tobias is 4 for 7. He's helping out. But Hardaway's a hell of a shooter, and Beasley, he's up for 6th man of the year. But you gotta get this kid some help. Oh, and I tell you what, that kid, Duran, if a fight break out, you're gonna walk right past him and grab somebody else. He's a grown ass man. He reminds me of the NBA next to the circle line. Serge Ibaka, very similar. Yeah, if a fight landed Warrior, yes, that's what he reminds me of. Yeah, you're not gonna grab that Duran kid. Grab somebody else over there.
Mention the first half, 14 to Detroit, and from the free throw line. Hashtag peer pressure.
No, Nate realizes it's going to stop. You'll stop.
Well, that's much of fun. The American Express halftime report is brought to you by the powerful backing of American Express. Welcome to this year's championship game. This is
tracks. Buying a car is kind of a big deal. How do you know if it's the right car for you? Most fuel ratings continue to measure carbon use. That's how. It's $10 Tuesday at KFC. Every Tuesday, you got 8 pieces of chicken. It's it takes $10 Tuesday. Only at KFC. This is gonna be fine by you. The Wi-Fi is moving like a IPO. It's bursting with match up in the round NBA champ. On which better your chance at winning great prizes. And if you nail that perfect bracket, you can win $1 million. Play NBA Pick'em Bracket Challenge for free today at NBA.com/bracket or on the NBA. Pick, watch, win. Once upon a time, a young couple inherited their grandfather's castle in France.
Renovating the chateau is keeping my grandfather's legacy alive. Managing his own party.
May I present to you this secret passage? For the above are the beasts.
Oh my gosh.
Next day.
So far, so good.
No plans of throwing supper out. Some of the technical stuff. Great, baby. Up to the bottom. I'm Ellen Burkett. It's a wild ride.
Game 1 in Denver was a doozy. 112-110 in overtime. Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers trying to even things up tonight in Denver against the Nuggets.
Well, that soundboard, y'all.
There is.
That's a soundboard there, too.
Yeah,
That's a soundboard right there.
Game 1.
So the word Chuck, I'm not a big fan of those baggy jeans like that. I like the tight ones that she does. Oh.
Everyone wants a taste. Why is Special K so special? The multi-grain flakes. Oh, I see, it's the real thing. No, wait. Go back to the berries. Special K, special for a reason.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in my campus for my runs. I get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true, huh?
Yeah.
Terrible thing away.
But that inspires.
The color just spoke to me, a purpose
You know,
in the face.
sometimes my life can be a little crazy. That's why when you find stability, you gotta grab it. Hold on. Like how Verizon just let you lock in a low price. Even if you're already a customer, is that even real? That's not just for me. And they give you a free phone on any plan. Who's doing that? Nobody. Come on, what's better than that? Probably nothing. Yeah, nothing. Doesn't always have
back. 3. Decorated this place. They need to be going down. This year, it's win or go home. About that. 1, 2, 3, Cancun.
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and insights while you're watching the postseason.
Make sure we're all talking. Lock your elbow. React with your hands. Use your chest. Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Hold physicality. Hey, defensively, we gotta be great. Defensively, we gotta be great. Every rebound, every loose ball that come up with, that's right.
Back at the Garden, let's check out our coaching adjustments presented by Progressive. In that first half, Detroit turned it over 9 times. That was actually down from game 1 in overall turnovers, but an issue in the first half, and New York struggling to defend Kate Cunningham, Ian Eagle, Grant Hill, Stephanie Redding. All right, give us both perspectives here, Brent.
What's everybody else?
Slugfest here. Letting them play. I thought New York struggled there, a little out of sync offensively, but only down 6. They got to tighten up on the offensive end. And of course, they cannot foul defensively against the Pistons. They got to get downhill, get to the free throw line, and feed Cunningham 0 assists in that first half. Got to expect that they'll try to double team him. Let's look for open shooting. Largest lead for Detroit was 13. Brooks was looking for a call, didn't get it. Ended up on his backside.
You okay?
Cunningham flips it for the Hardaway 3. And Hart is there for the board. Get into it quickly. Loop it for Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns. He bought 14 minutes of action in that first half. Didn't score in double figures with 10. The back in on Hardaway. And out of bounds off of Detroit. 6 to shoot. Right there. This match against Hardaway Jr. was great help by Duran. Like Towns just could not make the open pass to the open cut. Knicks had 40 points in the fourth quarter. Game 1, 49 first half here in game 2. And that shot from Brunson is off the mark for 3. Just a 3-by-6. Cunningham. Step back Jay is good. And I love his game. He just plays at its easy pace, gets into his spots, great confidence there in the mid-range, and makes it look easy at times. So the Pistons now lead at 57-49, a minute and a half gone by in this third quarter. Towns, the jumper, no good. Missed it from 3-point territory. Harris rushes ahead, met there by Bridges. Now they clear up the area. Cunningham watched by Anunoby. Screen, Hardaway. Cunningham off the dribble. Floater, no. Tipped outside. Bridges has got it. Pull-up jump. Okay, a 3. Bridges, like Hart, they get the rebound. They always are looking to push, but Paul be aggressive. That's like a 3-pointer there by Bridges. 16 now for Mikel Bridges. Cunningham works his way inside, stripping the ball, out of bounds off of New York. And I said, look, Cunningham is not looking to pass, he's looking to score every time. So when he puts the ball down, a great double team, almost a turnover there by the help by Anunoby. Get it in. Bridges knocked away, down to race to the ball. Bridges ends up on the floor. Duran came over.
Zilla.
And it's going this way. And how about the foot speed of Duran running there with Bridges? Bridges giving a deflection, but Duran is a big man running with him. And a little touch there at the end for a good measure. And the first
Aiden Scholar is about time for bed.
9:59 mark of the quarter. 57-52.
You heard me, Scholar?
Pistons. That was a big play on the inside. That
What?
Kick for Hart. Hart trying to get involved offensively.
Yeah.
And I like that right there, Josh Hart. Head down, a hard drive. He's going to endure some contact, grabbing his left elbow. Comes to the free blowout.
Yeah, but watch it.
So they more in that first half. And into the second quarter from New York. Hart the line the hard way. Second foul on Hardaway. And now Hart is grabbing his elbow at the end of the play to shoot another.
I can't rely on this, bro.
Josh Hart, 78% on the season. Time before he got on his feet. He's grimacing. All people, he's got to be feeling it with a pit bull and an emotional with his next game. Now, eight doubles this season. Josh Hart, that is the most in extent this season in franchise history. From a multiplied trader who is sitting just in front of us. He lost back. You can say that. Hardaway, Jordan, Thompson, look back down. 2 free throws here for Lassar Thompson. That's why you can see, oh, there he is. Yes, I was wondering. You didn't notice him dressed like that. Client, he dresses fly his whole life. And he has been. Second foul on Carl Anthony Towns. 64%. The NBA on TNT is brought to you by Chizo. Lassar Thompson, 22 years old. Numbers scoring-wise, roughly 14 points a game, the 10.1 steals are just under 2 per game. He's got that ridiculous 7-foot wingspan on a 6'7" frame. Got an old school mentality as well. Just a little big for the Pistons. Russell rebounded by Hart. Reloaded for Anunoby. Contact, Cunningham goes down. Anunoby reload. And it bounces off. Grabbed by Harris. Distance by 5. Cunningham the pull-up jump. Long rebound. Towns kicks it over to Cunningham. Harris on the side. Hardaway misses on the tray. Hart up the floor in a hurry. Brunson spots up. Slide by.
It's that stuff in the air.
And Duran secures another rebound. Sets there by Lassar Thompson on that jumper. Neither team shooting it well here in the third. And Harris is going to the free throw line. Ball movement for Detroit leads to a Towns foul. Both teams are 1 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. It's number 3 on King. And I think right now he got breathing heavy. I mean, the pace up and down and the physicality. So he takes a lot out of the offense for both teams. Harris. Let's take a look at our FanDuel Live point spread for tonight's game. Start of the game, Knicks were -6.5. Currently -0.5. Everybody talked about the inexperience of Detroit. Kate Cunningham playing in the postseason for the first time. Jalen Duran, Lassar Thompson, but players like Tobias Harris and Tim Hardaway and Dennis Schroeder. And not a lot of postseason experience. And they get these moments and they work a lot of their play in these 2 games.
Scott, you even know what you're talking about?
Tonight, Kate Cunningham stepped up to the time.
You just want to sing? I ain't mad at that. Yep. Yep. Either directly, put it right there on that little thing that you sitting at. It's time for you to go to bed, Scholar. You heard me?
And the lead is up to 9. Detroit is +9 on the glass. Tatum short. Hart got his hands on it. Cunningham off to the races. He's got Thompson in the wing. Looks there. The traditional alley-oop. Run it on the board for the Pistons. Right here in transition. Nobody had nothing deflected. Somehow Thompson will gather. How to deflect the ball into the rim there. They're talking about Thompson indicating you got to count that.
What?
Bickerstaff and the officials huddle up and discuss. Entirely sure it's like a foul. I wonder if the foul happened before he deflected the ball. It looks to me like a 3-point play. Opportunity, but I'm sure they will do it. Josh Tibbett makes his way over the scorer's table, along with Curtis Blair and Ray Acosta. You always try to think it through. Don't stat. Is it an and one? Players under review to see if it's a criteria for a clear foul and possible flagrant foul. Oh, so this is an entirely different story of what it is they're looking for right now. So Thompson getting upstairs. They think the basket is going to count, and they're celebrating the 3-point opportunity. But they're not putting the basket on the board, and they're checking to see if Brunson went high on the push for Thompson. I didn't see anything that was worthy of elevating that call right there. I thought it was just a common foul. I'm not batting 100 this year on his review, so we'll see. I'll tell you, I've been impressed. The Pistons at halftime. We saw that in Game 1. They came out in the third quarter. 36 points in the third quarter. One of their most efficient offensive quarters of the season. And they have brought the intensity close. The ball in the basket. The pass has been released. It meets all the criteria for a clear half foul. It's going to be 2 free throws for Thompson. And it'll be Detroit ball for goals extended with 20 on the shot clock. Okay, so in the wash, Detroit ends up benefiting. Take another look. Cunningham on the lob. Here's the contact here. Thompson goes upstairs. Oh, he grabs the rim. So that's the end right there. They're not going to count that basket either way. But they are going to get the clear path, which is 2 free throws and possession. Right now, all breaks only distance here in this third quarter. Nixon going to have to remove focus. Really, a lot of it starting on the offensive end. More offense. Allowing Detroit to sell the offense. Still have time to win $1 million. Make your picks with NBA Pickup Bracket Challenge presented by Hasbro. Submit your playoff bracket for a lock this week. NBA.com/bracket. Thompson comes up empty. He's got 1 of 4. The Pistons hold the team possession, leading by 9. 7:01 to go in the third. Right now, Curry on the bench here for Detroit. He takes good minutes in the first half. Hard capitalized. And their rim protector, Pistons on the bench here. All 8 is in. Isaiah Stewart not available. Cunningham floater. He gets the roll. Gets whatever he wants here on the offensive end. And a handful tonight for the Knicks. Jay Cunningham, 24 points to lead the Pistons. Contact from down goes Brunson. Personal foul on Sarge of Detroit. They have really been physical. Brunson all night. On the ball and off the ball. You see it right here. Thompson's lead 3. going slide. Melly Mel shouldn't get no reply. That man is a legend. 2025 NBA playoffs presented by who thinks to be wise and easy as pie to beat me and tries can treat me just like thinking. Stuck up, but I never conceded. Whenever ever retreated, you never seen it. Every dream that I ever dreamt, I exceeded. Seen it, my legacy, I definitely did controversy. I always fed on, I need it. Treat it like a truck hit it head on. I mean it, I get on a beat, and it's like that. I got a tiger song is playing in my head on repeat. I've been knocked down so many times, can't count. Sometimes does not pan out. That's just the way that the card hands dealt. John Manziel, odd man out. Heavyweight word, the Scott Van Pelt. I can't help but feel like a victim of, cause I am bout to get that way beyond crazy, shady gone. Maybe the goat, the bitch on, baby Tron, and that's why they
Tricks. No, Frederick, I'm a genius. I'm not doing tricks for you. Right. Oh, alright, fine. I'll show you one trick. Don't see your phone. Your wallet, find the right credit card or auto insurance for you. Yeah. Just by answering a simple question. Wow. Smart. Yeah, smart. Genius, Richard. Genius, Richard. Genius. Monday's got it. This album got condemnation. In your own creation. Entree, drink, and choice of size. Oh, and the spree to swap fries. And make your way.
I need options. And by options, I mean one in every color. Get them for less with Kohl's epic deals, plus free Kohl's cash. Get spring tops, fresh towels, sandals, and more at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Kohl's.
Better rebound problems on FanDuel. Help their own. Keep that readjustment correct. Top 5 is shooting. You're 19 on the all-time list. Hey, what about scores? 31st, and likely to be passed through assists. No results found. FTV first place. Top 1 out. Top celebrity golfer. Ready to win the news? Always makes you win. The effects of Viagra blood faster. Sparks are designed to dissolve fluid to get your bloodstream faster than traditional pills with a new action formula to deliver a strong boost. Most Sparks contain allotone, which lasts longer in your system, so you're ready to go for up to 36 hours. Sparks get faster and stronger and work longer. Say it with me. Faster, stronger, longer. Sparks. See Pro Sparks Awakening at road.com/switch.
Icy, I'm skating on this.
Allowing them to time and time again to the Pistons get a timeout like a vintage Eastern Conference playoff match. Which era? What year is it? Timeout.
not like there's things here. Just get ready.
Oh, hi. Welcome.
Start out like 16. Well, no, unusual score best play. That's the 18th team. Right now, trade in your iPhone, any year, any condition, and get up to $1,000 shipped to your door.
Hey, Jeff, car's small. It's fine. When you came at BP once, that's fine. No, you did it twice. But you're fine with this tiny car and you just sell us a car neck? Get on my legs.
Thanks for coming in.
Of course they take Discover. It's like in the past, baby. You're the one who owns 13 pairs of parachute pants? And these are my 14.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
Spring, it's a chance to prove you got this whole adult thing down. The right advice, second day delivery. You have your home feeling. Lowe's knows how to help you spring.
We're a naked and afraid odd couple.
For help.
He's just so obsessed with me. Just being a little bit of a man, baby.
Everything here is forgiving.
Anyway, that's all I brought to the finish line.
Naked and afraid. It's at first Sunday, so they don't Discovery. It's the next day on Discovery Plus. Something's coming in Sunday. Let's take it back. 1984 first round Knicks Pistons came sensational series. 56 points in both games 2 and 3. Franchise playoff scoring record that stood for last season. 24 points in the sides of game 5 of that series. He averaged 40.6 points per game. And he's trying to rally on the Knicks. James Cunningham putting together a highlight reel of his own. He's looking like a young Bernard King right now, scoring in a good way. Assist in transition, pointing at the legends, the Knicks legends on the baseline. Cunningham now at 26 points, now 8 rebounds. The front lead is 13 previously. Strong ball died at the rim. Now the field goes to the Knicks over the last 4.5 minutes. Yeah, 1 to 10 in the third quarter. Just one offensive rebound. Nothing going their way on the offensive end. Talon's missing point blank at the rim. Nothing is working right now for New York. They are 1 of 11 in the quarter. Cunningham directing traffic, screen from Harris. Cunningham circles, leaves it, Green, layup, goes. And Cunningham just making all the right decisions, the right reads against the defense, whether it's or finding the open teammate. 11-0 run as Thompson picks up the foul for Detroit. And he's picking the bench to review this right here. He's almost got it. They just call for a foul. I mean, that's become the universal reaction, this being the swirly motion. You look over at your coach, and the coach stares back at you, then he looks at the back row. It's a lot of pressure on the back row of the bench. And they are now telling J.B. Bickerstaff they want to challenge it. So the indicator from Thompson went initially to Jake Bickerstaff, and then he looked over to the bench. There was a delayed reaction, and because the ball had not been tossed in yet, they'll challenge it.
In other words, Bickerstaff not trusting his teammate, or his guy, but trusting his bench.
Yes.
More so than trusting Thompson.
Oh, that was time for it. There's much wonderless timeout.
Online wireless plans without CDP. Private starts at $45 a month. That's one line, one flat rate. Access to basic. Verizon 5G. What's growing? Scroll your heart to
She don't like rappers, she only.
Yeah, the bounce back. You didn't have a great finish there Saturday in game one. Come out and love the start. They were locked in.
Oh, hi. Welcome.
Sticking to the game plan for Jake's staff. And the adjustments at halftime, much like game one, they come out here and dominate. They take the part out of anything they're trying to do on the offensive end.
So that was the call. And right away, Thompson indicated almost like pleaded with his head coach. Challenge.
I'm about to sit here and give me a coffee. There's. Get on my jacket. Oh, that. Let's see how much we can. Alright. You want to get the football?
I mean, let's go do that monthly side.
I just need to go back to the house. I don't know. I ain't gonna do the rest of that. I'll do it. Yeah. I said I'll do it. Do it. So I'll have to walk out. I don't know if they come at night. They got me early in the morning. I'm not sure. I'm trying to limit the risk I have to take. And I'm able to got arms. They're ready. You know what I mean?
Tip there. Just 6 points for OG. Away by Bridges. Easley retrieves it. Curran now a switch in the big. Replay.
That inside Harris and Duran.
Thanks for coming in.
Josh Hart in 6'4". And Josh getting his hand on that rebound attempt and deflected off of Harris. 65. Just looks in front.
Hey, Moms, I gave it to you.
So game time, fan time, AMP, your world, we just live it.
Stepping in front, Brunson for the steal. Brunson shovels. Bridges, they need it. 10-point game. Terrence one apart.
it's interesting. I mean, they've been pushed around and exposed in this series. This is a good chance for them to save face with a win.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Sharp, then it's Cam Thomas, and it's Mays in at the point.
Wow, the athleticism on full display there.
Man, just incredible hang time. Tipped. And the bucket is good. Mays has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Pass to Johnson. Right side Young. Just 5 to shoot. From the line. And he hits the jumper.
This guy has some unreal range. Young can make it work from just about anyone.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Mays, guarded by Young. Shot from the top of the key. That shot missing.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Three-pointer. The rebound by Bogdanovic.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. And it's Mays missing. The Hawks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Young. Lets the three fly. Gets the three ball to go. Young's got 5.
Well, Trae Young's dangerous because he's got that confidence and he's ready to shoot anytime he gets it.
Here's Mays. And he jams it home with authority.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Young from long range. The rebound by Bogdanovic. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter.
Man, he's bringing the energy, the efficiency. I love what he's doing offensively.
Hawks trail by 3. Outside Johnson. Pass to Young. Brooklyn pulls it in.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws here for the night. The first. Nance, he's checked in for Atlanta. Both shots good from the strike. Hawks trail by 5. Young, the pass to Okongwu. And here's Caldwell-Pope. The kick out to Young. And it's Young again missing.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Driving inside. And it's Mays missing. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 5. The shot by Johnson, no good. The Nets have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy. intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Young inside. Cashes it in from 11 feet. Young's got 7 points.
And Trey doing a good job exploring, trying to find those soft spots in the defense.
Here's Mays, guarded by Young. Here's Mays, 12 points for him. Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
Bro, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
He's checked in for Sharp. Johnson comes in for Finney Smith. And it's Melton in for Thomas. Nance, the pass to Young. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 9.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Here's Mays, guarded by Young. Driving in. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Caldwell Pope. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Used the speed and got to the lane to convert. KCP saw a sliver of daylight, and he took it.
Here's Mays, guarded by Young. From deep, Melton crops in the 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Hawks trail by 4. 1:27 left in the first. Here's Young. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Mays, guarded by Young. Here's Mays. Oh, a 360 jam! Wow!
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Young looking over the floor. Claxton with a rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Here's Mays. He's got 14. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 6. And he goes in for the dunk.
Hey, look at this, guys. It was like once he was in the air, he was staying in the air. It was just incredible. What hang time.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Young with it. He's got 11. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Here's Mays. It could go. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Nets?
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that goes well.
We got Risache, and it's Bufkin in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Shake and Bake in the last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He added 55 points and hit a high percentage from the floor and from the line. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one.
was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like.
That is what I'm talking about. Wow. And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Buffkin. Sends it home from three-point land. Buffkin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Mays. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. For Brooklyn, Ben Simmons comes in for Claxton, and it's Clowney in for Johnson. Brooklyn shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Hawks trail by 11. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. The three from Rizashay. Rebound by Mays.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Lets it fly from 18. Rebounded by the Hawks.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
We got Lil Yachty in the house for this one. Cheering on his Atlanta Hawks.
He's yet another rapper in a long list that represent ATL. We all know how much these guys love their Hawks.
And Atlanta making a change here. Krejci's checked in.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Here's Mays. 26 points for him. Pass to Clowney. Here's Mays. Just 5 on the clock. Buffkin with a rebound. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Nance, the pass to Krejci. Here's Rowdy. Out left to the wing. Nance left side with his first shot attempt. The rebound by Ben Simmons.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize. Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Buffkin, no good.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And that one's good. Melton.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Here's Buffkin. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Mays. 28 points for him. Shoots. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Hawks trail by 14. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Sharp, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Finney Smith comes in for Clowney. Bogdanovich has checked in for Wilson. And Cam Thomas subbed in for Melton. Now Young. 13 points in the game. And here's Johnson. To the middle. 6 to shoot. Inside. It's Trae Young.
And you can see why this team depends on Young for a big chunk of their offensive production. This guy is a pure scorer.
Here's Here's Mays, guarded by Young. And that one is stopped right through.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Okongwu, the pass to Young. Oh, Young with a physical finish inside.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Here's Mays, guarded by Young. Mays with the bucket.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
A minute 42 left in the second period. Outside Johnson. Now here's Young. 17 points in the game. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 14. Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's Mays. He makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
1:11 left in the second. Young from long range. Young with the signature train.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Young with the double team. Mays, the pass to Sharp. Here's Mays. Over Young. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Solid in the first. Fantastic here in the second. He was just waiting for the moment.
Let's go with a 3. And it's Young again missing. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okongwu. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Bogdanovich. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mays. He's got 38. Thomas outside from the arc. Fires in the triple. Thomas has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Young. Rebound by Mays. And the layup is good off the glass. Mays has got 40 points.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Hello and welcome. And here in Game 4, you couldn't have drawn up a better first half for the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, it's been a stampede in transition. They'll run it right down your throat if you let them.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to...
Checking out how the Hawks are doing in this series. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. Hawks trail by 20. All right, let's check up on Day'Ron Sharp with Allie LaForce.
Hey there, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Nets. The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. But undeterred, already back in action and pushing through it. Guys?
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him. And now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Kicking off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Also sharp out there, Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Mays in at point guard. There's Young with the three. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Okongwu, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. There's the screen by Johnson. Off the mark there with a three.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Mays. The rebound by the Hawks. Outside Young. Pass to Johnson. Okongwu with it. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Here's Rizachet. The three ball. Rebound by Mays. Mays has got 4 rebounds in the game. Puts it up from 17. And again, it's Brooklyn.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Rizachet. Still no points. Down low. And there's Young. That's good. On the assist from Rizachet.
Really good passing wing. Rizachet isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
Here's Mays. Guarded by Young. From the high post. Mays with the bucket. Mays has got 6 in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Young misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Wing shot on the way. Doesn't go for him. Atlanta's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Thomas against Caldwell Pope. Brooklyn pulls it in. Mays has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Drops in the layup for 2. Mays has got 48.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Brooklyn making some changes. Wilson's checked in for Finney Smith, and Williams is subbed in for Thomas. Outside Young. Pass to Rizachet. Picked up by Okongwu. Atlanta again missing.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And it's good! He hits another one!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. The Hawks have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Right side Young. Pass to Rizachet. Lets it go from deep. Hits a three-pointer. Risachet's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Nets leading by 23. Here's Mays. Goes up on the wing. Another one falls. Amazing.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Now Young. He's got 22. And they're on the break. Here's Mays. And a two-handed jam.
That was some by-the-book basketball. Blocks the shot, gets out in transition, and finishes strong.
Here's Young. Brooklyn pulls it in. Mays has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. can he find a rhythm?
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's Johnson. He's scoreless and stolen by Williams. Pass to Mays. .143 left in the third quarter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Atlanta's gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. And Williams over to help. Here's Bufkin. Well, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Mays. It's rebounded by Roddy.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Outside Johnson to the right side. They need this. Bufkin with the bucket. Bufkin's got 8.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
51 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Mays. Good. He hits again. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
The ball's knocked loose. Takes it inside. Rebound Atlanta. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Matthews misses. Brooklyn has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Oh, another one falls. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Bufkin. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Matthews. There's the triple. No good. And so it's Brooklyn with an almost surefire victory here. Up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. Their defensive efforts have... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position...
Both teams making substitutions here.
Always, coach.
.110 left in the fourth quarter. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he now owns third place for most points in a playoff game.
Oh, just an incredible game. Nothing can slow him down.
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Nets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without
another bucket.
And he's now bested his previous mark, breaking his own record for the second highest postseason offensive performance. He was already in elite company with Elgin Baylor and passing 2 other more recent performances from Donovan Mitchell with 57 points and Jimmy Buckets Butler with 56 back in 2023.
You know, it seems he is never done, never slowing down. He's always continuing to deliver in the biggest games on the biggest stage in the NBA playoffs. Hats off to another absolutely incredible performance. one that easily goes down as the best ever in NBA playoff history. Here's Mays, guarded by Young. Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
And with that win, they'll be moving on to round 2. And they delivered an epic performance, sweeping this best-of-7 series.
That's what you want to do. Get out of the first round as quickly as possible. Now the road gets a little harder.
Well, that'll be...
MP sneaking up on Steph Curry as the GOAT shooter.
Just saw MP and them pulled off the sweep tonight. Those boys are going to be tough to beat.
That is how you dominate a series. On to the next one. Second round, win this series, and we're one step from the finals.
Second round. Now things get interesting.
The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived and moved one step closer to the title. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Boston Celtics. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer. David Aldridge. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. The guards are Pritchard and White. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Nets, Cam Thomas is out there with Shake and Bake. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Johnson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward. Taking a look at Boston. Well, you want... Greg, don't you, how much they've got left in the tank? They spent a lot of energy getting through the first round series.
No doubt, and they better. Having to play these first 2 games on the road, never an easy task. But you get to this point of the season, and adrenaline gives you all the energy you need. But to be honest, I'm more concerned about their talent level than their energy level.
It's the Nets now after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. And that one drops.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Now, here's Brown. Pass to White. 5 on the clock. To the inside. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Mays. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
So it's Brooklyn now after the miss from Derek White. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Mays. Fires from the wing. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Pass to Brown. Shoots the three. Drills the three-pointer.
You can see the work Jaylen Brown has put in to become a range shooter. Nice.
Here's me. For the three. That shot off the mark. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. His team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside. Feel relatively good about the chances. Back to you.
Thank you, David. A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, the jump shot that Jason Tatum has is absolutely lethal. The form, the extension, everything is on point.
Here's Mays. We're down with both hands.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And it's Brown missing.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Outside Thomas. Here's Mays. He's got 8. Count that bucket. Mays has got 10.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Brown outside. From past the arc. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And the basket is good.
6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
Here's Pritchard. Screen by Porzingis. Here's the three. Busted. No good that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Back to White. Tatum with the screen on Thomas. White, good.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Bogdanovich comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Wilson, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Thomas. Here's May. He's got 14. Claxton a screen on Howard. Here's May. Guarded by Holiday. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Well, you look at Shake and Bake, a great player, second in the league.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Now, here's Brown. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Here's May. Bogdanovich with the screen. And again, it's the Nets missing. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. Horford's shot is good.
Al Horford just goes about his business, and that's an easy opportunity right there.
Here's May, guarded by Holiday. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Melton. There's the three. Carries the long-range jumper.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Holiday. Nothing on the board. Here's Brown. With the fadeaway. Mays with the rebound.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Nets lead.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Holiday. Down low. With some arc. No good that time. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Nets. They lead by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
On the floor for Boston, Tatum and Horford man the post positions. Then it's Holiday, and it's Hauser in at the 3 spot.
At the line, 1 shot.
That's good from Shagan Bake. Here's Holiday. Still without a basket. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
One of the things you admire most is Drew Holiday's versatility, his toughness, the overall impact. This is the kind of guy you win championships with.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him. The Nets making a switch here. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's May. Pocket 4. Pulls from the top of the key. Al Horford with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Shake and Bake in the last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He had 69 points, and he was in a rhythm from both three-point land and the foul line. Just a fantastic night for him. A guy he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory. Each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And the Celtics with possession here. After the basket by Brooklyn. Pass to Boston. Inside, here's Horford. The wide open look here for Holiday. Drops in the tray. Holiday's got 5 points in the quarter.
What a smooth-looking opportunity. Holiday in rhythm right there.
Here's May, guarded by Holiday. Here's Clowney. answer with a three-pointer of their own. Brownies got the lead back up to 10 now for Brooklyn. Outside Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Horford with the screen on Williams. 6 to shoot. The shot by Holiday, no good. Nets leading by 10. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Mays. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Tatum. Pass to Hauser. No good from outside.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Boston. Guarded by Simmons. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. From about 16, that misses off the backboard. Celtics trail by 10. And here's Tatum for 3. There's Tatum's range on display.
Boy, you love the rise of the fire off the bounce by Jason Tatum. That is not easy.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. You look at Shake and Bake, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. Brooklyn leading by 7. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Mays has got 25 points in the game.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Back to Tatum. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Mays. Guarded by Tatum.
Man, this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Outside, White. Pass to Tatum. Inside, Tatum automatic.
Well, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jason Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
Here's Mays. And that one is hammered home.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And here's White. He'll bring it up to the Boston Celtics. 11-point game. In transition, here come the Nets. And finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Pritchard following the bucket by the Nets. And here's Tatum for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Tatum's got 10 points in the game. Brooklyn leading by 10. There's a minute 47 left in the first half. Here's Mays. And it's sent back by White.
That's anticipation on the defensive end by Derek White. Send it back, young sir.
And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guy. The first half. With Nets lead by 11. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
love their game plan. Work the rock inside until someone stops it.
It's a simple, direct strategy, Shaq. And when you can pull it off.
Looking at how the Nets are doing. That is more than enough of us.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. It's been one outstanding game for Shake and Bake.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
We've got Thomas. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Sharp, and it's Mays into the one. So that's the Nets 5. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
There's a reason people call Kristaps Porzingis the unicorn. A 7-foot big man, but boy, what a sweet shooter he is.
The Celtics have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, if there's one big man who exemplifies the evolution of size in the NBA, it's KP. Kristaps Porzingis can stretch the floor. He can get out and run in transition. It's a combination you almost have to have.
Both free throws good for Porzingis. Nets leading by 9. Here's Mays. Jams it right over Porzingis.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
Now that jumper is pure Porzingis. Nice follow through, nice touch. This guy is very fundamentally sound.
Here's Mays. Porzingis with the rebound.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Ball stolen. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's White. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got 6 rebounds in the game. Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Mays. 33 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Finney-Smith passes to Mays. The 3 from Johnson. They grab him on this. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Outside White. And here's Tatum for 3. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
You know, the ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch. Those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
Here's Mays.
Wow, going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Right the pass to Porzingis. And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Nets making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in.
For your Nets, number 44.
Porzingis with a screen on Thomas. Here's Pritchard. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's May. 37 points for him. It's the three-point bomb. Mays has got 40 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the flank.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And it's White missing.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Mays. Again, the Nets for two.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Tatum. On the jam by Tatum.
Oh, my goodness. Jason Tatum, you've got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
Here's Mays. Again, the Nets for two.
And nice shot taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Nifty move. And he brings it home with one hand.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's May. Non-stop scoring machine here. Over White. That one wide left. Celtics trail by 14. Back to Brown. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Boy, what terrific body control. Jaylen Brown, so athletic, loves to compete. Love it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Drew Holiday in for Derek White. Fires from 18. And that one comes up a bit short. For Boston, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. The tray. Boston, no good that time either.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bogdanovich with the screen. Here's May. 6 on the shot clock. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Well, it's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Holiday gets the bucket.
This guy's so accurate from outside the arc. You wish Holiday was more aggressive from range.
1:15 left in the third. Here's May. Goes up on the wing. And he gets it back. Pass to Claxton. Now Bogdanovich. Here's May. Fires for three. Buries it from three-point range. Mays has got 49 points in the game.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
There's Brown with the three. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Maine, guarded by Horford. Puts up a three. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Pritchard. Round with it. Pass to Pritchard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. They lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We come back right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Tatum and Horford man the post position. Then it's Holiday, and it's Boston in at the two spot.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
Laxton a screen on Holiday. Here's Maine. Connects, and yeah, that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Tatum against Melton. Tatum no good. Nets leading by 10. The Celtics shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Back to Holiday. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And it's Mays missing.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Take that! Oh, Tatum from the parking lot.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
And it's Mays missing.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Melton passes to Mays. And good! There's another.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here's Boston. He's guarded by Melton. Here's Holiday. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Mays passes to Sharp. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And Mays gets it to go.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Celtics trail by 11. And here is Tatum. To the middle. And the top by Horford.
Well, Al Horford does not mind sending a message now and then. How about that easy flush?
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Lets it go from the wing. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. So far in the fourth quarter, they belong to 6 points. Melton with the steal. Here's Mays. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
Yeah, easy call.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
That one misses. Celtics trail by 10. Pass to Pritchard. Fires the three. Drills it from outside.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Mays passes to Finney-Smith. Nets passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, we know Cam Thomas can score, but nice facilitating right there. Set up the open man.
Boston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Here's Mays. Pass to Thomas. Here's Mays. Launches it. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Brown on the way. Back to Tatum. Taking the tough shot. Jason Tatum.
The very definition of their go-to player. Mr. Tatum, ball in your hands. Yes, sir.
Swiped it away. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got cracked. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Hit by Finney-Smith. Takes a 3. Another one goes. Incredible.
Hit that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. 1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Tatum. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Mays. Light covering. Another bucket. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Right at the free throw line. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Tatum's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, you love the way Tatum will take the mid-range if it opens up to him.
Here's Mays. The 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. White looking around. Tatum beyond the arc. Porzingis can't hit. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Lets it go with the 3. And Boston with the rebound.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Here's Mays. Light covering. For 3. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony.